Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to a murders draft. All right, let's just jump in because we have less time than we usually do to talk about the packs. The timer, by the way, if you haven't noticed, is shorter because play boosters have less cards, and I hope they fix that soon. But anyways, best cards in this pack: Novice Inspector, definitely top of the heap here. Shock's good. Fuss Bother, also really great. Is the best of the split cards, I believe. Everything else in this pack, could kind of take or leave. These green cards are okay. This is not a card. And then, yeah, I like Market Watch Phantom just fine, but, hard to beat Inspector. This is the best common. Not, well, I was gonna say not that close, but it is close. There's a lot of other good white commons, like Makeshift Binding and Insight Source. We're just gonna take this and, yeah, move on. Okay, so we got past a Lost in the Maze, which is a solid card. Definitely an above average card. Pretty moral, because you can, like, save a creature and tap a bunch of stuff. I think that's what I'm going to take here. Like, the other card I could take is the Chases on, and I do think this is, like, a premium combat trick. There's a big divide, I think, kind of between the medium combat tricks and the premium ones in most formats, and this one, too. And this plus Auspicious Arrival, right? The +2/+2 and Investigate. Really big fan of those two. I do think I'm just going to take the rare here. Blue-white, pretty good deck. And red-white is a better deck, but I think that Lost in the Maze is a slight bit better than Chases on, and these also do tend to come around the table quite a bit. This is a card that I think is not on everybody's radar just yet, but it should be. Also, Sanguine Savior, solid hybrid card, but we'll take the good rare. All right, now we've got Market Watch Phantom, which is a good follow-up with the Inspector. There's a Not on My Watch, which, solid removal spell. The ones that only deal with the attacking creatures are a little bit worse than the ones that can get a blocker out of the way. Person of Interest. This is better than Phantom. Less flexible, obviously, because we already have an Inspector, and we'd like to play that card, but definitely a better card. This is one of the top commons as well. Anything for the red-white go-wide deck is going to be pretty good. Murder, yeah, Murder's fine. It's never a premium pickup, but, if you're playing a black deck, it's a fine removal spell. But I think I'm just going to take the Phantom here. If I didn't have this Novice Inspector, I would just jam the Person of Interest, but yeah, let's just take the card that goes with the good card we already have. All right, now we've got a pack with Galvanize, good removal spell, Seasoned Consultant. I actually like this card quite a bit. It's a card that I didn't expect to like as much as I do, but the presence of a good one drop in Novice Inspector means that this turns on, pretty soon. And of course, there's a bunch of things that go wide. I don't think I'm going to take it here. There's also Granite Witness as a good flexible card. But Galvanize is, Galvanize is a Galvanize. I am just going to take that. Means that we're not necessarily going to play Lost in the Maze, but that's all right. Ooh, okay, so this card is interesting. So now we see two good green cards, like really good green cards in Glintweaver and Nervous Gardener. I would take Glintweaver over Nervous Gardener. I think I'm just going to take this Museum Nightwatch, though, to follow up our white cards here. Museum Nightwatch is also really strong, one of the better white commons. Although it's kind of like, there's a lot of really good white commons, and this one, it's like, I don't know, the 6th best or something like that. Still, though, better than Black's, like, 2nd best common, probably. Also, Red Herring, solid card. Noting these green cards here, I'm not going to just take it and run with it. I'm going to take a white card to go with our white card, but for future picks, good to know that there's some decent white going around. Okay, so now we've got a No More Lies, we've got a Deduce, we've got a Crowd Control Warden, which is one of the lesser disguise cards here, the hybrid disguise cards. I think I'm just going to take No More Lies. Like, it is a little bit better than Deduce, I believe, in like a blue-white tempo deck, although I do like Deduce quite a bit. Yeah, I'll just take the blue-white gold card here. I don't think this is a premium card by any means, but I'm happy to play it. Okay, so now we get a 7th pick hard-hitting questions, and green-white is a pretty good deck, so I could take Cause of Vigilante, which is also a really good card, but I think this is enough better that I will take this, especially after seeing that pack, 2 packs to go with a Glintweaver and a, the disguised creature that goes and gets a land, the Gardener. So we'll take this here. Still open to whatever. Like, filling out our white base whenever we can is nice, whenever we take a good white card. But I think Vigilante's like just under the level of white card I'd want to take to stay white here. Oh, wow. Okay. Pick 8 Person of Interest. Well, that's nice. This is more likely than not people are underrating this card, not like a giant signal that it's open. But it does mean that we'll get more people of interest a little bit later in the draft, potentially, if we're getting 1/8 pick here. Gonna take that. Yeah, Fanatical Strength, good combat trick for the green decks. I actually like Offender at Large a little more than I would expect you to. It's just really big, good enter the battlefield effect where often you get to enable an attack. Not that I'm gonna take it over a Person of Interest or anything, but all right. So now we get a Convenient Target. Yeah, I will take that. I also like Vengeful Creeper, fine enough. But yeah, I think after having a Galvanize, having a Person of Interest, we'll just take the target. Oh, okay. So this is definitely a people don't know what's going on with some of the better cards in the pod kind of pod. Yeah, Chases on Wheeling is great. And this is the thing, right? Right, it might not actually be that open, but if I just get all the persons of interest and Chases on, like that's still gonna be a pretty good deck. All right. A wrench. Sure, none of these cards really matter. Okay, we'll speculate on a Topiary Panther, although I do not think we're necessarily going to play it. Even on like a green-white deck, I'm not that thrilled about Topiary Panther. A little bit of a slower card. All right, so we've got it Lightning Helix, and we've got a Fussbother. This is an interesting pick, because Helix is slightly better than Fussbother. I do think slightly better, not a ton better. And Fussbother is more flexible. So we've got like Lost in the Maze, Normalize. There's also Galvanize here, but obviously these two are better than Galvanize. I think I probably do take the Helix. It is only a little bit better, but blue did not seem that open pack 1. Like, it just wasn't one of the more open colors. And usually when you get to pack 2 and you're like, oh, open a pack, see a bunch of different cards of different colors that are pretty good, you kind of want to think back to pack 1 to figure out what you saw, what's likely to be open in pack 3. Also an On the Job here. On the Job is a card that pretty impressive in these go wide decks, but we'll just take a Helix and be happy with it. Okay. So, look, this is the decision point, right? Do we take the sick Boros rare, or do we take the sick Azorius rare? I do think I'm going to lean the sick Boros rare. They're about as good as each other. So, yeah, let's take Aurelia. There's also an Insight Source. Great card. But yeah, we'll just slam the rare. All right, at this point, I am going to move the blue cards to the sideboard. Now we can take another Museum Nightwatch or Felonious Rage. Let's see. So our creature count, it's 5 currently. We have a few tricks already. So like, Rage is a card I like when I've got a lot of disguise creatures. So that on turn 4, you can like play disguise creature plus play Rage on something else. But given that we don't have that much of that stuff going on, I'm just going to take the Nightwatch as a solid card. All right. So this back here, we've got a Haza Vigilante. I don't like Absolving Lamasu very much. It's just like a little bit too small for the mana you're paying. There's another to Chases on, but I don't think I need to take these very highly considering the last one wheeled. So yeah, we'll just take Vigilante and pad out our creature count a little bit. Ooh, Insight Source. All right, so yeah, the pod's just kind of giving us the goods here. It seems to be one of those pods that maybe does not know how good red-white is. So we'll keep on picking up what people are putting down. And then yeah, 6-pick Dogwalker. Also a case of the Burning Masks. That would be a fine pickup, but we'll just take a nice little Dogwalker here. Yeah, there's a Fender at Large, like I mentioned. That's a card I don't mind, so we'll put that in the pile. All right, so we get a Felonious Rage here. There's a Case File Auditor, which we have nothing to search up, so we'll just take the cheap combat trick. And actually, it's kind of nice because we are now at the point, we've picked up a few more disguised creatures where I do actually want this card. Like I mentioned, having those nice turn 4s with a 1-mana spell. All right, end of the pack stuff. None of this really matters too much. Not planning to play anything. Yeah, there's the Chases on. I do want to note though, we are light on 2s. Like we've got a bunch of good 3s, and Dogwalker, of course, is a 2 when you want to cast a 2. But my priorities for this next pack is definitely going to be picking up 2s. We just haven't seen that many. Like I'm going to be taking kind of the medium ones, like Innocent Bystander, pretty highly. I think this pack, just kind of what our deck needs. All right, now somebody gonna have a last pick murder. It also makes these Chases-ons a lot worse if we don't pick up some good 2s. All right, this pack, not a ton for us. There's Call of Surprise Witness. I think this card is fine, but again, worse when we just don't have that many 2s. There's a Corner Crook, but we don't have many artifacts. There's, Chases-on X2. I could just take the Sanguine Savior as a 3. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to take Surprise Witness here. Like, if we don't pick up 2 drops, this deck's going to be very bad anyways, and we've got some pretty good cheap stuff to get back, like giving the Dogwalker flying or just buying back an Inspector or Insight Source is pretty good. Also with the Corner Crook, like we've already got 2 5s, don't really want another one. This pick, we'll take a Haunch as a kind of honorary creature. I do like Haunch. I think it's a pretty solid card. Not on my watch. We don't really need that with our removal spells here, so yeah, let's take a Haunch. A list card, oh boy. Yeah, we'll snap up this Torch the Witness. This card's awesome. Yeah, this card is just such a sicko. I do think this is the best red uncommon. Just so efficient, draws you a card so much of the time. And I'm not really in the market for any more removal, to be honest. So hopefully we do see some 2s. And here's a good example where, like, yeah, there's a person of interest here. This card is better than Seasoned Consultant, but we just need the 2s for this deck to function. So I will nab that. Okay, an Auspicious Arrival. I'm gonna take that one, but again, not seeing the twos we really want. There's a Gearbane Orangutan, which has kind of been the big letdown of this format. People are really hyped on this one, and it just turns out that playing a 3-mana 2/2, as much as people are doing that in this format, is not great because there's another Consultant. Nice. If your opponent has an artifact in play, you feel great about the Orangutan, and if you start with like a Novice Inspector, sure, you get to sack the clue, but you don't know to start with a Novice Inspector, and there's not very many things on 2 that make an artifact that you're happy to sack, and a lot of matchups just don't have an artifact that you want to blow up, so just not a great card. All right, there's an Innocent Bystander. That's a very nice, it's a welcome pick. Oh, look at this. Final hour here. Get a Lightning Helix. All right, so yeah, this deck turned out nice. If I'm being picky about it, I would prefer another creature, and we might play this Sanguine Savior over like, probably this Felonious Rage, but this deck did end up pretty solid. Apologies, by the way, if I'm talking even faster than I usually do. Like, these timers, I really feel the pressure. I don't know if anybody else has felt that. But, yeah, I do hope they fix that. Because what I imagine happened is they just kind of carried over the coding of like, all right, well, if there's 13 cards in the pack, here's how much time you get, right? So basically your pick 1, pack 1 is how much time you get for, like, your pick 3, generally. Your pack 1, pick 3. Anyways, there's not too much building to be done with this deck. Like, I can't cut any creatures. Just need to get, like, I'm already kind of low on them. I have 15 creatures if you count the Haunch. And, yeah, as much as I was, like, talking about these 1-drops, I still think they're just worse than our other non-creature spells. So, yeah, we're just going to shift this as a 9/8 mana base, leaning towards white because all these white 2-drops. I'm not going to cut a land here. We've got a bunch of 5s. We definitely don't want to play 16 lands. I think too often people just go, oh, I'm playing an aggro deck, a red-white deck. I play 16 lands, but you just want to think of how you're spending your mana as the game goes on. We're not like a super low-to-the-ground aggro deck where we're like 1, 2, 3, nothing in 4 and 5. We've got 2 5s. We've got these disguised creatures, so we're going to want to hit our land drops. All right, let's jump in. All right, good hand, because it's got a Novice Inspector. So warm feeling, starting with the turn 1 Novice Inspector. Plays a Surveilland. Surveil a 5-drop in the grave. So I imagine that means they are land light. Okay, get another Inspector. You drew a 2-power 2-drop, which is kind of nice. Better than playing the 1-power one. Aftermath Analyst. Alright, sure. Ooh, they are colorful. They are very colorful. I wonder if this hurts them a ton. They just milled their red source and a blue source, and if they're like planning to fetch them off of an Evolving Wilds or a tunnel, I guess I should say, yeah, that might actually really cost them. All right, so what do we do here? We can just play the Dog Walker. You play the Consultant. I think I'm gonna go with the Consultant. I would like to hit a land drop, but I don't think I'm gonna do that at the cost of developing my board. And I do think it's probably better to play this face down. I mean, this is gonna attack for 3 anyways next turn, so we'll get in with the Inspector because there's no reason not to. They're probably gonna call our bluff, but it's a free attack. Play the Consultant. Pass the turn. I also might just kill this thing, right? Like I said, like they kind of want these back, I would assume. So we'll see what they do here. If they just play a Disguised Creature, I'm pretty happy to, just attack the Bystander, kill this thing. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Okay. We draw a land, so that's nice. So yeah, I do think I want to stop them from getting back their island and mountain. So we'll just go Galvanize you. And again, it's a free attack with the Consultant. Well, I guess it's not that free because they could attack me back. It's unlikely they do that, but they already called my bluff the first time, so I kind of showed that I'm not going to block here. I guess I could have gotten a point if I thought they were going to block. I didn't expect them to, but that's the upside. You know what? Now that I think about it, I should have just got in, because, like, who cares if they attack me back, right? It's really not that big of a deal. So I think they should be at 18. I think I missed a point that I didn't miss. Yeah, it's a new set and everything, so people are trying things out, but I've seen some, like, really ambitious mana bases, both in sealed and in draft. Just people playing, like, full 5 colors with awkward tap lands like this. I think this is a set that's good for splashing, but unless you have a pretty particular setup, I don't think it's that easy to go with the full 5 colors. Case the Shattered Pack. Well, they're trying. They're trying. And we'll see. We'll see what they go get. If they don't have another blue source or a red source. And I guess they have the public thoroughfare here, so it doesn't matter as much. It's kind of funny, too, because in some formats, when you're on turn 4, your opponent's still at 19, you feel like, oh, man, like, I wish I got in a little more damage early than I have here. It doesn't matter as much in this format, because you've got clues from your novice inspectors and your combat tricks to grind out the game. And when you're playing a go wide deck, it's not necessary. It's not like one of those decks where, you kind of have to get them down to a low life total. And if you don't, the window closes. Generally, if you're playing a go wide deck, especially if you have the pump your team's cards like on the job, you actually kind of want a board stall. You kind of want to just like have some time to draw your creatures, and then draw your pump spells. So that's why I think red white's pretty strong in this format. It's just got good grind. It's got card advantage. It does not mind playing a bit of a long game, and of course can just smash you as well. Vengeful Creeper. All right, that thing's big. Seasoned Consultant. All right, so how do we go about this? So we can equip this and then play the Consultant, or equip this and crack a clue. I do think I want to start pressing damage, so let's equip to my menace creature. Get in and play the Consultant. And depending what they do next turn, depending what I draw, we might just be smashing all next turn. Killer Among Us. Yeah, this is a good one. If you haven't heard the good word of a Killer Among Us, this card's really good. Stabilize you and then make a 4/4. Okay, so what happens if we attack with everything? One of our consultants gets eaten and they take quite a bit of damage and we play Dog Walker. Yeah, I think we're just going to do that. Also, by the way, Killer Among Us almost gets there for, almost all the way for Case of the Shatter Pack, which I'm sure is intentional. They've seeded a few things to, kind of solve this with like only a card or two. Person of Interest is actually another thing that helps solve this, right? Because you get 3 colors off of just 1 card. All right. So yeah, I do think I'm going to jam here. Just jam all. Especially because we've got some burn in the deck, right? We've got double Lightning Helix and a flyer, hasty flyer. So getting them down to like 5 or something, even if we lose some creatures in the process, isn't so bad. And I imagine by next turn, we're still going to have a pretty solid board. So I imagine they call it human on a Killer Among Us. And play Walk of the Dog. Let's tap correctly. Oh, I guess I don't need to tap correctly because I am a red-white deck. I'm so used to playing Dog Walker in a non-red-white deck. But we actually have a red-white deck. Agency Coroner. All right, big old blocker. What the dog doing? Ooh, call surprise witness. You get back Seasoned Consultant. Okay. So if we attack all here, it's not very good. We get 2 things eaten. And I can't even equip the Haunch to attack past the Coroner. So we're not doing that this turn. I think we're just going to go Crack Clue, Surprise Witness back to Consultant. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Museum Night Watch. Does that change things? Does that change things? I don't think so. So we'll just get back you. And pass the turn. They went this way. Okay. I like seeing that. I like seeing them not have a Sicko 7 drop or something here. A Glint Weaver would really ruin my day. I also like seeing this because that means I don't have anything on hand, most likely. I can deal with my consultant. Aftermath Analyst. Okay. So if I equip the Haunch here, I think we just have lethal, right? Because that's 5. 4 things get blocked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Boom. And it's Xaxes too. So there was a turn a few turns ago where I did attack all, and one of my creatures got eaten. And that's something I think that people are a little bit hesitant to do when they're playing aggro decks. Like, they're like, oh, I don't want, I don't have a great attack because one of my creatures dies. But if you're just dealing, 5, 6, 7 extra damage, I'm fine sacrificing a creature to do so. So always kind of look for, should I slam here? And of course, like I mentioned, stuff like having lightning helix in your deck already burn does make it a little more likely you should just slam on average. Of course, do the math, figure out what you're going to be left with, and if you can kill them in a turn or two. But yeah, something to be on the lookout for. Always do the math. Some advice that I don't necessarily always follow. All right, yeah, another fantastic hand because we have Novice Inspector. But also, just 1 into 2 into chases on is also great. Ooh, also playing against blue. I kind of like that too, I think. Yeah, as the format's developed, just, in case people are curious of my color rankings, I've definitely found white is clearly the best, I think. I don't think it's all that close, honestly. And then red, not like too far behind, but notably behind. Then green, I actually do like green quite a bit. And then blue and black in some combo. I think blue's probably a little bit better than black, but I don't really love either color. I think right now, if you're drafting, week 1, week 2, you don't really need to go as deep as drafting blue and black. A lot, like as you saw in this draft, a lot of the white and red cards are just kind of flying around the table. In 2 weeks, things will change, right? People kind of figure things out. But all right, so we can just attack and then cast the chases on here. It's a little bit mana inefficient, so I think we're just gonna go Person of Interest and pass. Gives us a nice turn. Next turn, we can cast chases on and flip this, or crack a clue if we so choose. Sample collector. And Inspector. All right. Shields up. Still going to be an attack all turn, I believe. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we'll bash. Ooh, a double block there. Well, that works out for us, right? Yeah, we just get our cold case, the cold case cracker blocks Phantom, that's fine. And we flip and cast chases on. Yeah. Card's crazy, I'm telling you. Card's real good. +3 is just so much. And then just like drawing a card after. Alright, so they do not feel confident enough to attack, of course. So we'll crack a clue. My past turn was 7 mana up, or sorry, 6 mana up. Wonder what that's about. Not sure, but I will just galvanize this thing. Or I suppose we crack a clue first. No reason not to. Oh, there is actually. To play around the counter spell, unless I paid 2. So we might get gotten here. Usually it's good to crack your clues first just to have a selection of what you might want to cast. But oh, cool, sure. But I do think I was supposed to not crack my clue there. All right, yeah. They answer my stuff. I know they've got some clues to crack. Crime Stopper Sprite, locking down something maybe? Oh, no, they can't. Oh, no, they can, but they chose not to, which makes sense. Oh, that was a good draw. Yeah, Vigilante. On the Inspector. Get in there. Yeah, and I guess the opponent could... Now, they're not even close to casting Doppelgang. They need 2 more land drops. I mean, they're close, but they can't do it this turn. They can cast Glintweaver, though. Let's see where they put the counters, because if they put it all on something, on one thing, we actually get to fizzle the trigger, which would be nice. I think they're probably going to spread it out if I were to guess, but... 2 there, 1 there. Okay, so we'll just kill the Glintweaver. By fizzle the trigger, I mean if they targeted just one thing, like put all the counters on one thing, they wouldn't gain any life. Alright, this is a bash all turn. Yes, it is. Oop. Alright. And I think that's game. Yeah, again, I don't think blue-green can really do anything against this board. All right, there we go. Oh, no Novice Inspector. What gives? Still a fine enough hand, though. Yeah, having Torch the Witness on the draw is pretty nice, right? Because it's a just supervision removal spell, so we'll be a bit behind on mana, but still be able to nab something big usually. Ooh, a Dog Walker. That's a good draw. Grixis. All right. Sure. Galvanize my 2. No prob. Guess this. Curse Cadaver. All right, that one I do not mind seeing. Okay, so what do we do here? We can just flip an attack and they block. I could torch this thing. I don't love doing that. I think what I'm gonna do is just flip attack and yeah, we might just bring this back with Surprise Witness. Oh, they don't even block. That's surprising. I don't know if they're trying to beat down or if they have a field wipe. That wouldn't make sense. They would just block. All right, nothing. Could have like a trick or something they're trying to set up here. If that's the case, what do I want to do? I mean, I could just torch this thing. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, just torch it for 1. And then I can still equip, I guess. Is there a reason to torch for 2? I don't think so. Nice, okay. And I'm gonna equip the Haunch. No, I think I'm just gonna Surprise Witness back my 2-drop. Ooh, they got me. All right. That's a good one. Yeah. I do like this card. This opponent's also kind of funky with their mana. All right, so we're just gonna bring back the Dog Walker now. They get back that thing. It's fine. Face down card. Could be a Gadget Technician. Gadget Technician would be a little bit annoying here. Just like trading with my Dog Walker, then trading with my Consultant. Oh, it's not great. So let's crack a clue first. I kind of do think it's probably Gadget Technician, honestly. So let's just play Inside Source and pass. I don't think I'm going to attack into this. Ooh, it's Exit Specialist. All right, doesn't get me as bad. Or wouldn't have got me as bad. But good to know. Not face down. Ooh, nice. Okay, so now we go equip to one of the doggies. Yes. And then get it like this. Watch, now it's going to be Gadget Technician. I guess it could be Fairy Snoop. That would be unfortunate. Ah, that's a good one. Okay. Yeah, they get to block there, and well, it's not that great, I guess. It's fine. It's not a gigantic blow up by any means. Yeah, they get to eat my dog. How could you? So cruel. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna do this. Toxin analysis? Toxin analysis, sure. Alright, it's not too bad. Pass the turn. There's cadaver. We draw land. Okay, so how do we go about this? We can send detective, like equip haunch here. Pump the detective. Transfer cadaver. I guess if we're attacking with some stuff, we should attack with all. Okay, so I think this is probably just an attack all here. Yeah, do I want to move this haunch somewhere? I don't think so. Yeah, we'll just, I guess I could not attack with this inside source and pump my detective instead. And then at that point, we don't attack with the other puppy. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this. In. Surprise! What? Why didn't they block? That's odd. Okay. It was a fairy snoop, but why did they block last turn? Alright, I'm a little surprised about that, but I don't know what's in their hand, of course. Put some of the doggy. Nope, sorry, I should put this on the walker. Yeah, so now they want to, like, crack a clue, get back cadaver. I don't mind that too much. Okay, accusation of the menace creature. Alright, draw another land. So I could get in with this walker, and they are forced to trade. Well, not forced to, but they're probably going to. And then they play cadaver, and then we're kind of in like a whatever spot. I think this is probably a spot where I'm just supposed to chill. Like, I've got a lot of cards that make my attacks good as the game goes on, so I'm just going to sit here and not attack. Like, I've got so many tricks. I've got so many... Yeah, nice, sure. So many tricks. I've got, like, Haas the Vigilante. Alright. A lot of cadavers. I've got Aurelia. That's pretty good. Alright, so Aurelia is going to trade with double cadaver. Then we draw a card. Yeah, that's good enough. If I put the haunch on Aurelia, does that change anything? It means that they can't double block cadaver and snoop and get away with it. But then if I attack all to draw the card, one of these gets eaten? Yeah, that's okay. Equip. Like, basically, I'm sacrificing... Ooh, I auto-tapped wrong. I'm sacrificing a 1/1 here. Yeah, so that I can draw a card, which I think is a fine exchange at this point. Equip. Alright, so then I get to crack a clue, get back both cadavers. Can't play both cadavers in the same turn. So we could get them with the dog. And the chase is on. I'm gonna face down. Okay. So they might triple block here. If that's the case, not a huge deal. They might just single block. Yeah, that's good. Good for me. And let's draw a card. Kind of surprised they didn't block with the cadaver, honestly. Could play his face down. Huh, what is that? What could that mean? I don't know, but I'll take it. What's the worst could happen? Crocodile. Alright, yeah, this is annoying. I get a clue. Mm-hmm. Seasoned consultant. All right, so we can attack and not really have a profitable attack. So move over the haunch. Over here. So we can try with the crocodile. Pass the turn. Thinking about cracking their clue. They're also looking in their grave. Nothing. Alright, draw another land. Do not think I want to attack here yet. Let's attack with everything. This gets blocked here. Or they just eat this. Yeah, I think we're just better off waiting until we draw some good stuff. Suspicious detonation, sure. That's fine. Do I want to chump block to not allow them to investigate? I don't think so. Because I might just crack the haunch, honestly. And attack them all. Let's see what they do. If they don't play anything else, I'd probably just crack haunch. Yeah, I think we crack haunch here. Get some tokens. Ooh, an inspector. Don't mind if I do. Yes, please. Crack. And a bystander. All right, yeah. Are slowly building the board back up. Now we have a blocker for the crocodile. Like, if they attack crocodile, we just throw the bystander under the bus. All right, again, we'll flunk it out. They are pressured to end the game now. Yeah, I agree with this attack from them. The more turns they give me, the worse it is. Yep, crack a clue. Although, if they don't have anything, we actually just have lethal here, right? Because they block this. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll see what we draw. We might. Oh, well, yeah. Now we're gonna go for it. Yeah, that makes it much more likely we just go for it. So they can like block here, remove this, and then they still die. They have to have like -2, -0 to the team. Eliminate the impossible. Yep, shock that. And da-da-da. What you got? Can you gain a life? Yeah, you can't. I will pay. Nice. All right. Yep. Burn gets it done. Sweet. All right. This is a kind of medium hand. We've got Call Surprise Witness. We've got Sanguine Savior. We've got Night Watch. Like, if we weren't an aggro deck, this is a fine hand. Just having a Galvanize on 2. But I think I do mulligan this, especially in the draw, where we can afford the mulligan a little bit more. All right. Put back a land. Raven Inspector. Unmulliganing us here. Novice Inspector, I'm sorry. This one doesn't know anything about Fritz Raven. Different plane. Although maybe it does now with the whole open paths. I don't know. I'm not a lore expert. Ooh, that's annoying after a mulligan. Okay, I'll just... So it's actually sort of interesting here. Because instinct tells you to pitch the biggest thing, right? But in a grindy game, if we're low on resources, big impactful things are actually pretty good. Like, I could just pitch the haunch. That makes some sense, too. I think I actually will do that, yeah. Because, you know, we can just play this on turn 3. If this was just, like, an actual 5-drop, I would not do what I just did. But, you know, being able to play it in the early game means I want to keep it. All right, face down card. Land. Nice. All right. Play my offender. Get in. Another face down card. Alrighty. This would be another good spot to draw land. Yeah, there we go. So I could offer my Market Watch Phantom for their worst thing. Oh wait, no, what am I saying? I just give it flying. But if I couldn't give it flying here, it's actually like pretty reasonable, I think, to just offer this for the face down creature. Makes me a little. The thing that would make me hesitant about that is one of their face down creatures could be Nervous Gardener, and they wouldn't mind trading off. But the idea is you don't mind trading your 2-power creatures for their disguised creatures because they generally want to try to flip them up. But if it was Nervous Gardener, I feel a little bit less good about that. And I'm pretty sure this is Nervous Gardener because they have a single green mana up and they've got to stop. Big reveal? It was. All right, cool. Yeah, more more 4-color good stuff. This is what we want to face. These are the decks we want to see. And drawing a land next turn is great to flip up this this offender. Ooh, that's also pretty good. Although we have we're playing into open mana here, so it's not perfect. What to do? I could just crack my clue. I don't think I'm going to be casting my trick here. I think that's just asking to get blown out, so I think I'm just going to crack my clue. See what we get. And we draw a 2-drop or a 2-power creature to fly this. Ooh, second trick. Alright, well. Again, I do not think I'm going to cast it just yet. I'm going to wait for the game to develop a little bit more. Wait for them to go shields down a little bit more. Again, like usually in some formats when you're playing red or white aggro, that turn where you stop attacking is like, oh god, that sucks. But I don't feel that way in this format, especially when you have a lot of just awesome ways to push damage. You just want to not get blown out on this, right? Like there's that instinct to be like, I should attack, but it's so much worse to walk into something. And it seems like they kind of maybe did have something because they didn't do anything at a turn. They're probably waiting for me to do something. Okay, a Thoroughfare. And honestly, if they don't do anything here, I'm just going to kill this Gardener and then attack. Yeah. Because this means that they... Oh, they actually just don't have anything, apparently. Alright, well... maybe I was too conservative here. Maybe I didn't need to play around things. I mean, obviously, it's like, you know... You play to with the information you have at hand, but wow, just nothing? So this is something that's going to flip up and be really good. Alright, I'm going to cycle this. I do want to hit a land drop. Okay. Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that if I thought they had something in hand, but... Alright. It was a crocodile. They just couldn't flip it. Alright, like, yeah. You know, again, if you are in the neighborhood of drafting these, like, 5-color or multicolor decks, you just gotta make sure... I think you gotta make sure your cards are castable. Like, it's definitely tempting to be like, I've got all this fixing, let's just play all my cards, but you just end up in awkward spots where you can't double spell efficiently, which means, you know, when you face my kind of deck, it just completely wrecks you. Even against another slower deck, sometimes your mana just doesn't work. Uh-oh. We're facing a gold player. That's never good news. When you face a lower ranked player, and you're, you know, 2 whole ranks above, that means their deck is probably pretty busted. It's the way the old matchmaker works. All right, so yeah, let's play a bystander here. Blue-black. Smash. Play the Consultant. Counter it? No. Deuce. All right, sure. Another Grixis opponent here. Cryptico. There we go. There it is. All right. So we can torch this. No, we can't torch it, right? We have to pay. No, we can torch it, but it's better just to cast the chases on. So we attack. Maybe they block, maybe they don't. Yeah, this card is a monster. Although, if you can out-tempo them, it's not that bad, right? It's really awesome in, like, a grindy game. But, Here, it's not going to be so bad. For now. They definitely could, like, cast an ill-timed explosion, wipe my field, and then it would be a problem. But we're ahead on board. Got a good interaction. Good ways to push damage in our deck. Nothing, eh? Alright, send. Show me what you got. Out cold? Alright, that's fine. Yeah, that just buys them a little bit of time. Thankfully, I have another threat going on. Yeah, out cold not at its best when you're like just casting it to buy time. You really want to pair it. Like, it's more of an aggro card than a control card. Sometimes it gets the job done in your control decks, right? But I think a lot of the times just like a little bit too do nothingy. I guess you get your card back, of course, but that means that it's a lot of mana to do that. All right, so now we just galvanize. I could also just bash and then bring it back with Call of Surprise Witness. That's kind of interesting. Because this Call of Surprise Witness is kind of rotting my hand right now. So yeah, let's just do that. I guess it was probably better to crack my clue first. Okay, so let's do that now because we might draw into a Chases On or +2/+2. Person of Interest. Okay, that's pretty good too. Wow, my savior has a flying counter on it now. Ooh, Corsica. Yeah, that's a good one. Luckily, we do have some good answers here. So we just torch this and then draw a card. I could also just attack and play my Person of Interest. Yeah, that's better. We should just do that. Puts more pressure on board. Quicker clock. You have to go to A15. Do this past turn. Hopefully they just like pick up their Cryptic Coat this turn. Ooh, they're very spread on the mana base over here, eh? That's an annoying one. Shady Informants means that I can't really just cast a removal spell and get in because they killed my best thing. My Person of Interest. Alright, Consultant. Yeah, so I'll just get out the person. Oh, or not, maybe? Let's see. They probably pick up their code here. They torch the Witness. Okay, so yeah, I just let this happen. There's like, you know, the slight thought of removing in response so that they don't get the card, but I don't think that's good enough. All right, yeah, their deck does look very, very good. Bunch of good rares, good removal. Just a million clues. Yeah, Cryptic Coats. All right, so yeah, now we're in a bit of a tricky spot because they've got a ton of value going now. We're going to torch something to draw a card. So I can torch this thing for 2. Still play the ward. So I can't crack the clue this turn. So it might be like kind of worth just killing the detective. Yeah, why don't we do that? And I don't think I'm going to need to galvanize, so I'm just going to sack, see if I draw my Novice Inspector. I'm going to draw my Haunch, so not quite, but same principle. And now this coat becomes a menace, right? Because like they just start like playing it every turn, picking it up at the end of their turn. Ooh, Case of the Filch Falcon. All right. Yeah, this thing is on. A Reckless Detective. All right. Yeah. Like I said, their deck looks really good. So at this point, we're like kind of just hoping to, we're going to draw land here, I think, because Untap just told me I am going to draw lands. Yeah. I think at this point, we're kind of just hoping for Aurelia. Maybe Market Watch Mansion does something. All right, so what do we do about this? We're going to die pretty quickly, too, because they've got this going. These, of course, attacking us, the coat. So we kind of have to hit it pretty soon, and not like we have any say in that. So we can equip the bystander. At this point, I'm not going to worry too much about, this eating my 2/2. Can't really do much about that. And this will draw me a card if they block. And I think what I'm going to have to do here is probably wait till my turn to crack this clue so that I can galvanize the flyer they're going to make here. Not a great spot to be in, of course, but I guess I should have equipped if that was the case. Although, no. I think I'm just going to crack this and make some tokens. Cold case cracker. All right, sure. Oh, they didn't activate the case to attack. Checking to see if they're close to decking. They're not. Yeah, if I equipped a Hauncher, they wouldn't be able to make this attack. So I do think I maybe was supposed to do that. Oof, yeah, their deck is real good. Maverick the Hopper is really, really strong. All right, I think I'm gonna pack it in after this turn if we don't draw the Aurelia. Yep. And now I just have to crack the clue. Like, there's not really much to say about that. Ooh. All right, yeah. I mean, I guess I could wait one more turn. Yeah, one more turn's probably fine enough. I don't think I have a great chance of winning this game, but, Yep, here goes the Falcon. And even now, like, we draw Aurelia. I don't even know if we have a good chance of winning, because now they have a 4/4 flyer. I've cracked my clue, because I kind of had to. Yeah. Alright, so I think we're going to Helix this Cold Case Cracker. I've got a million clues ready, so it doesn't matter too much. Yep. What? Oh, he actually drew it. How funny is that? All right. The game continues. You get in, yeah. This is why you never scoop. Ooh, and a 1 too. I mean, I can't say I think we're very likely to win, but we're more likely to win now than we were last turn for sure. Yep. Okay. Ooh, if we can like galvanize to win a double block here, yeah. All right. Things are coming up, Millhouse. Still have to contend with this 4/4, of course, but yeah. Our deck is also half land, so got a Lightning Helix. Yeah, okay. We'll see. But this probably just means like they can't really attack with this thing, because of course this Aurelia. If we can draw a combat trick this turn, like, and we do have still one the chase is on and one arrival, like to get to this 4/4. I actually think we probably are advantaged at that point. Whoa, they do attack with this. So this must be something really good then. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Indeed. Or they have something just great here. Removal spell. Gadget tech. Okay, that's like fine. Yeah. Another detective. Yeah, their deck's great. Just like a fantastic deck. Lightning Helix, one of the better draws. One of the better draws. All right, Slam, not so much, but that's okay. All right, Slam. Draw lands. And we also have this gain 3 from this Haunch kind of looming. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have probably moved over the Haunch to the 1-2. That would have made more sense. All right, pass turn. We're also going to get to draw another card next turn. So now they like attack all thinking they're going for lethal. We gain 3. Well, no, they know it's not lethal because we got this on board. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the opponent knew about this. Yeah. This does count in each player, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed this this additional rules text, but this does count in each player. Okay, so now like we attack with this. We have the Haunch to attack with some tokens too. All right, we do have to helix something, I believe, right? Because we're at 9. Take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we have to kill one of these things, or helix their face. Or sorry, we could just Haunch too. That works to gain the 3. Okay, so we block 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we crack Haunch. Wow. If we win this game, that would be pretty sick. Okay. We go to 1. What do you got, opponents? I mean, they do have the coat, so like it's not like we just have lethal or anything if they have nothing. But what a good game. L-timed explosion. Okay. So they're gonna wrath the board here, I assume. They might just draw 2. Guess we'll just see. Yeah, dealing 2 to everything would be annoying, and that's what they do. All right, yeah. So we can kill this this clue at this point. But then we have to, this code's still going. It's almost gonna be good enough. Now I don't think we have a draw. Like Dog Walker's not good enough to survive. Yeah. Yeah, their deck was great. Can't complain about losing to this one. Cast the coats. Offender at large. That is a card. All right. Play it face down. No real reason not to. And the thing is, too, this actually has to, like, they have to draw a card for this thing to have any power. Not that they're necessarily going to here, but. All right, 4 cards. They've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. They're going to kill or target this. This also mills the opponent. Okay, we actually might get a mill win here. We'll see what they do. They might mess up. Because this mills the opponent anytime something dies. Yeah, they pay the 2. Yeah, once again, their deck is just phenomenal. Just took every single Grixis rare they saw. Out cold. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's gonna be lethal, right? Because yeah, this attacks and go to 3. All right, they got it. They got it. But really, really well played. I'll give them the good game, and hope that was a fun one to watch. All right, let's hope this opponent's deck is not quite as good. let's hope. All right, fine opening hand. 2 and 3 on the chase. Opponent mulligans. Let's get in. Play the Night Watch. Play an inside source. Alright, well, that's a good one. That's a good one. We will just attack. And chase on. Yeah, seems kind of weird. But like one of the things I've been doing when I'm facing red white is like just like not blocking in the early game. Not always, of course, but I think a little more often than not, you get gotten by one of these tricks, and it's pretty bad. Like you can kind of recover from getting gotten by one of these as the game goes on. Like if you know you have the trick in hand, they'll cast it eventually. But them getting you with this on like turn 5 is a lot less punishing than getting you with it on turn 4 or something. Or sorry, turn 3. Okay, so let's crack this. Another consultant, so we'll just play that and pass. Meddling Youths. I will block. Could also do this. This seems pretty decent. Then we get back to Consultant. Yeah, this is very good for us. Okay. We don't get to attack for 3 this turn, but that's okay. Ooh, Offender at Large. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so we'll just go... We could play the Offender and attack with the Consultant. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And then we can trade with the Youths. And I think if they just attack with the Youths, I don't actually trade off here. Oh, well, no, I can't really. At least it's much harder to. We'll see. If they attack with just this, that means they don't have a trick. Okay, they're just playing some stuff. Yeah, card's really, really good. Ooh. Sanguine Savior is a nice one. Okay, so we're gonna... Yeah, get back our Consultant. Play this face down, pass the turn. Gonna be an uphill battle against this card. Having whites. Oh, they have Case of the Burning Masks. That's why they tap this way. Okay, they missed, thankfully. Land. Yep. All right, so looking for one of our tricks. Oof, and an inside source. All right, yeah, this is gonna be tough. Ouch, ouch. All right, Inspector's a good one. I want to tap carefully here so that I have white flip the Savior if we need to. All right, so not not looking great. I still have good blocks. I'm still at 8, so this is just gonna kill us. So we just chill for a bit. I guess I can get in with this thing. Start bashing them for 2. Yeah, let's do that. We don't get the giant lifelink swing, but we'll attack for 3 here. Now if we draw like a trick or even an Aurelia, yeah, we're being a pretty good spot. There's 2 of these here. Yeah, looks like there's one of them, but one of them is a full art one, kind of obscuring that there's a not full art one behind it. All right, they actually, if they don't have anything, oh, okay, this is probably on the job, and we just die. We'll see. So we do this, oops, not like that. We do this, and like that. We don't die to on the job here, but we also just lose all our creatures. That's not good. Okay, they crack. All right. Well, now maybe they just attack. Okay, Case of the Burning Masks, sure. Killed my Offender. Yeah. So we're attacking for almost lethal. Torch the Witness. Man, okay. So now I do not think it's a good idea to try to play for next turn. So we just have to find, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We just have to find a trick or lightning heal. Like that. We actually have a lot of outs here. So we'll just go for 2 on... Well, actually, hold on one second. Let me just think. Like, how bad is it if I do try to play for next turn? I kill this. This has to trade this. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to. Okay, so we just do it for the cheapest thing we can. Kill this. I guess Aurelia isn't an out, but that's okay. Lightning Helix one time. Or any of the other outs? Person of interest. Not quite. So we attack with the Sanguine Savior. We go to 8. Actually, I should probably attack with more things, right? Well, no, I can't, because then they just suspect my last thing here, and then I die. So it's kind of just attacking with the Savior. Close. Okay. Yeah, play our land. Yeah, not just dead, but they do get to see 3 new cards. The case that they've just solved. And this convenient target messes up some math too. But now Aurelia is a good draw again. That works. And actually, Aurelia, well, I have to jump block. I was going to say Aurelia maybe deals 3 to them, but no, that's not going to happen. So as it stands, we're supposed to just, like, put the 2/2 in front of the 5/6. Although I imagine they've probably drawn something there. They're thinking hard here. We hit one spell. What was it? Chase is on. Yikes. All right. I mean, not terrible, but would have liked them to hit 3 lands. Couldn't I just have hit 3 lands? Couldn't they just hit 3 lands one time? All right, going to combat. They attack all, I assume. Yep. Because now I do have to chump, unfortunately. Oops, like this, because otherwise this kills me. Go to 2. I guess it's maybe better to do this, because this is a 2-power creature. Don't think that matters too much. Like, I don't have... Oh, if I draw Aurelia, this will attack for 3. That's 3, 4, 5. It's still not quite enough, but I could draw a 2-mana trick too. Okay, no, we'll block with the 2/2. Yeah. And they do have to cast the trick if they want to cast it this turn, or else they lose it. Alright, the Kraken clear. Well, that's good news. Land and something else. Marker Watch Phantom. Alright, we go to 2. Alright, that ain't it. Alright. Good game, opponent. Good game. That was also a pretty fun game. Hey, you know, I feel like the games, at least for my games, I feel like the games that I lose in this format, I don't generally feel too bad about. Like, usually I feel like the games are pretty good. Like, both the games we just lost have just had good back and forths. Alright. Let's, gotta win from here on out, or else we lose. Alright, so this hand has some good cards. It's missing red mana, missing a 2, has a bunch of 5s. I think I should mull it. It's close though, it's tempting. This is a similar hand. Okay, so this one could put back the Haunch, could pack back the Savior. Yeah, let's put the Savior back, I think. Haunch is pretty good with the Night Watch. Trades off and then makes Toga to put the Haunch on. Hey, where were you last game? We needed you. You're so late, Lightning Helix. You're also late, too. You were supposed to be here last turn. Alright, face down creature of their own. We are fine. Just sending. Yep, flip up. And put this on the token. I could have done this the other way, but I pretty much, was pretty confident they were going to trade there or go for the block. And so we want to not have to spend more mana to re-equip next turn. All right, inside source, solid one. Ooh, auspicious arrival. Yeah, there we go. Get in. Well, arrival you. Let's try to hit land drop. We don't, and we don't have anything to get back with that just yet. They're stuck on 3. That's what it looks like. And they play face down card. Alright. Ooh, that's a good one. Alright, coming soon to a battlefield near you. So I think I just Lightning Helix now. Yeah, like playing Consultant's pretty bad. I could play Offender at Large no attack, but if this is like a Nervous Gardener or something, I definitely want to kill it. So we'll just do this. And it was. Or even like a Night Watch would be pretty bad. It was an Ambusher. Okay, so not a card that they were going to flip up anytime soon. Okay, Cycle Panther. They hit it, but at what cost? Ooh, and a red source too. Shock? Sure. Alright, so yeah, kind of an awkward sequence here where we're just like drew some 5s, haven't drawn a land, but I'm not too worried. Eavesdropper, okay. Inside source. Yeah, I'll attack and then play the inside source. Don't mind this trade. And then if we draw the land, it really is going to be pretty good. They're cracking. Their hand's just like mega clunky. Or they just have like, like a bunch of 5s and 6s in hand. All right, walking the dog. Galvanize. Okay, so you can like galvanize the walker, bash, and get back the consultant. Yeah, I like that. Or if they choose to trade off the inside source here, which they might. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, we got him. We got him, folks. Nice. All right, 5th land. Killer Among Us. Yeah, it's a good one. Not fantastic here, but obviously good. All right, Aurelia, come on down. Join the party. Draw a card. They probably go double block and they could double block and chump, but I imagine they just attack me for 4 with the goblin, which is what they probably called with this. Yep. All right, they go to 7. And we do have lethal next turn if nothing gets interrupted here. All right, they binding, sure. Do they attack here? I think they probably do. It's not like they have a good block anyways. Inside source, yeah. Yep, becomes a 4/4. All right, so we play our Offender at Large, send in the inside source here, and I think also probably send in this this 2/2. Just keep the board small. Is there a reason not to? I mean, tricks are a reason not to, but we've already used a few. Yeah, I actually don't think I have that many reasons not to trade off now. I've got like 2 chases-ons. Yeah, I think I just want to keep the board small. It means my creatures are just more likely to get in. I draw a removal spell for the 4/4. My 5/4 can get in. Doesn't get double blocked. Well, I mean, I have a removal spell for the 4/4, so don't need to worry about that. I guess I should have played my land too, because I'm going to be spending a reasonable amount of mana to kill this thing and then cracking the clue. Ooh, they like both their top cards, eh? All right, all right. So we go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I like, here's a perfect example of a mistake I made, right? I could crack the clue and equip here if I'd played my land. So we put it on this one. If they want to block the offender, they have to quad block. I'm just gonna jump. That's fine. All right, not a perfect spot to be in. The opponent's got 3 cards in hand. They like their top 2 cards. How's the Vigilante? Okay. Person of interest is a good one, though. Yeah, I think just like I said last turn, I do want to keep the board small here. So we'll bash in. Yep. Play person, play bystander. They got something. A shock, a galvanize. Yep, just a galvanize. That's fine. All right, what's the other card they really liked? Presumably less good than Haas the Vigilante, because they would have drawn the Vigilante second. Face down card. Okay. Ooh, I was going to say, I don't think you want to attack with that, but I don't know what's in your deck. I don't know what's in your hand. All right, so you can equip the Haunch and trade off, but that seems pretty bad when we've just drawn the Consultant, so we'll just play Consultant. And equip. Group. A Dog Walker. All right, well, that's a good one. They can probably just block here if they attack with the Walker. Auditor. It's nothing. Love to see it. They're thinking about it. They're like, do I want to get in with this thing? Ah, there we go. All right, so Vigilante puts a counter on the bystander, then doesn't just trade with the 1/1. Yep, go there. We bash. Gives him like a solid block, I guess. No, I guess this still just trades the 1/1, but I'm still gonna make this attack. Still puts me in a pretty good spot. Like everything trades off here. I have Vigilante and these tokens. I can't crack this turn, but it's okay. Yeah, maybe it actually was better to put the Haunch on the Goblin. Attack it for 2. Okay, not attacking for 2. You take it back. Alright, lands, get in. I assume that hesitation was like, do I want to play around a removal spell, basically? Like dying to a removal spell. I think they're probably right to attack, right? There's not, like, what are they going to do, just sit back forever? Okay, now we just, well, no, we don't crack that yet, because then the Vigilante's not lethal. Play land, pass turn. Smallest entry. All right, they're just we're just abyssing them here. Yeah, get in. I don't think I'm gonna play the chases on here, but I do think I'm gonna crack the Haunch here now that I've drawn this. Nice. All right, all we got there didn't matter anyways. All right, a passable hand for sure. Yeah. Do Haunch. No inspector from the opponent, so that's nice. Blue eye, all right. Yeah, I guess we just equip. Uh-oh. Bounce spell? Bounce spell's kind of brutal. Yeah, Puts me back on tempo quite a bit. All right. You got me. Inside source. Land. Aurelia. That's the opposite of land. Okay. It's fine, though. We get to trade out the Phantom. Bring it back with Call. Yep, definitely we'll just do this. We can almost, like, you know, obviously get to hit our land drops, but we can almost just kind of play a value game. Like, we've got good expensive things, and the opponent just went down a card by bouncing my my creature, so... Yeah, I'm not, we don't have to be in pure aggro mode, for sure. If we draw land next turn, we get to equip here, flip up, gain 4. Yikes, Tempest Hero. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, land is good. So, what do we do here? Yeah, we can equip an attack. Probably just better to Helix this thing, though. This costs, what, 2? I can't collect evidence just yet. Okay, so we're going to Helix this. Hopefully they don't have a trick. Oh, it's collect evidence 2? Oh, I messed up here. I am so sorry, everybody. I thought it was collect evidence 4 for some reason. All right, well, that's my bad. Just a silly misplay for no reason. I easily could have got them, right? Just, like, wait till they go to the end step and then do that. But now we have to deal with this thing. Traumatic accusation, sure. And that is fine. All right, yeah, we take this. Don't want to put collect evidence 4 in the grave. That are large. Our 8 or 5 drops. Not all of them at once. Not like this. Okay, so I think this is probably just a crack, haunch, and pass turn. I could also leave up the chases on. That's not bad. Maybe we can get them. That's why you read the cards. I could have sworn I read it and then went, yay, it's 4. My eyes were just drawn to the 4. Just my confirmation bias looking for a 4. I do actually think we're probably far enough behind that if they attacked with everything here, I would go for the trick. I'm not going to do it here because, again, that just means they get to grow the 10th district hero. So now we'll just crack the haunch. All right, there's the land. So I could be a little conservative here and play the Vigilante first. I think I'm actually going to do that. Like, not get the Aurelia countered by, you know, one of the many things that could be countered by. Reasonable doubt, no more lies, etc., etc. Hopes up a Granite Witness. Yikes. Okay, well, at least, you know, next turn that's not so bad. We get to, you know, Aurelia does brick this. Look at this lifelinker. Like, we're not just down and out here. They're going to bash us for everything. Uh-oh. Okay, well, that means on the job. So we block there. We block there. I think we block here, too. Just save a bit of life. Is it better to not block here? Then they just don't have to cast it, so it's not great for me. Yeah, I could do this kind of thing. And then they might just cast it. I do want to induce them into casting it. So how about is it if we cast it, right? Or they cast it on that first block we made. Like this. They deal me 5, they kill this, then I play Aurelia, and I've got a 4/4 and a 4/4 Vigilance. I do like the lifelink, but I think I'm supposed to do this here. Oh, let's let it happen. So maybe they're planning to do it next turn then? I can see that happening. All right. Our opponent's case file auditors have missed. Let's hope they missed this time. They did not. They did not miss that time. All right, another instance. Yeah, this makes sense that this is another on the job probably. Okay, so now we're going to want to keep this around to flip and then cast the chases on. I think that's our best bet of winning here. They're I would assume going to makeshift binding this so that they can, especially if they draw land, so that they can still on the job. Yeah, we just pass. Hopefully we get to eat something, like the 10th District Hero, and then go from there. Oh, they don't even do it. Oh, this could be really good for us now, right? Yeah, I'm a little surprised they didn't do this before combat, because now we get to gain life on this. So we get to go block here. Block this. They will have... No, I guess that makes sense, because they're going to have collect evidence after they cast on the job, and they can grow this. Wait, they can't. They don't have the land. Huh. Okay, so now we do this. First strike this down. This goes here. Yeah, this just seems great to me. Let's see. Maybe it isn't on the job. It is on the job. Okay, this is fantastic. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Ooh. Do they have something else? No, it's just this thing? Yeah, it's just this. And we'll do this now so that they... Well, I guess there's not really a reason to do it now, but no reason not to. Yeah. I think we got them. Look, I put us in a bad position, but I brought us back out of it, luckily. Yeah, up to 3. Okay, hey, Inspector. Yeah. This makeshift binding's still going to be a problem for us. So, what now? We can Aurelia, draw a card. They makeshift binding the Aurelia. They attack us. We're going to go to 6. And they kill Aurelia. Okay, so that doesn't work. Yeah, we're still not in a good spot. I do want to be clear. It's better than dying, but not good. We can Offender at large, get him for 5, and then they don't have a great attack. Yeah, and then they're gonna probably kill the Savior. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Then we get to play Aurelia. Okay. I think at that point we still probably need to draw land to cast Novice Inspector to not die, but again, better than nothing. Yep, go to 8. They kill our... I guess I assume the flyer, but we'll see. Okay, so they drew a land. Buying the flyer. Yeah, the witness gets in. The Aurelia comes down. It really gives us another chance of drawing the land, too, for the Inspector. Although I guess now it's not actually critical to do that because they missed on other spells. I was thinking we might need to the land so that we can play Inspector too because they'd play another creature, but not the case. Okay, so I could take the turn to play all this stuff first. Our removal spell is pretty bad no matter what, but if we play Aurelia, we don't die to a combat trick. Yeah, let's just get Aurelia down. I guess one small upside of playing all this stuff first is that Aurelia would drain them for 5 next turn. Or sorry, for 3, because we attack with 5 things. Yeah, that might have actually been a little bit better. It's close. Okay, Projector Inspector. I love the games in this format, by the way. Like, I just think they're filled with a ton of actual interesting decisions. Not like the formats we've had recently haven't been filled with interesting decisions, but this one, I think, even more than usual. What is this? Well, I'm blocking. I'm double blocking. Okay. Someone died. They loot. They're just trying to find an answer to Aurelia. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine for me. Draw a red source. So, am I going to want to crack a clue here? Probably not. Do I want to attack with Vigilante? If I put a counter here. I'm going to have 5 blockers still. Against their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. So probably not. Just get in with the Aurelia and play my other stuff. Yes, it does trigger. Opponent, can you shuffle this back in so I don't have to click through my triggers? Oh, we don't have to wait here? All right. Big draw. I think if we get on tap here, we're in great shape. Because we get to drain with Aurelia. Yeah, they're getting that. They want the loot. I don't want to give them the loot. Should I go to 2 or jump with the Inspector? I think jump with the Inspector. Counter damage. Okay. Yeah, let's crack for... Oh, I guess we don't crack first because it really draws a card. There's still merit to doing it, but they don't have anything in hand. I don't think that affects what's going on here. So yeah, let's just bash. Ooh, they might though. They have a stop. So let's see. All right, get in with everything. They have to make some blocks. Put this on the consultant. We drain the opponent for 3. We draw a card. Ooh, that's a good one too. Yeah. All right, let's see if they can make the best of this. Yep, a double block. A double block there. Oh, a chump? Or are they lining up another on the job? I think if they had on the job, they just attack all. So on the job doesn't make that much sense. Although, like I said, they do have something. There is a stop here. So we'll see what it is. Like, it can't be a removal spell or a bounce spell, because I would have done that before I attacked with Aurelia, I would assume. Okay, this all goes through. Great. Uh-huh. They go to 2. Let's crack a clue. Okay, if I land. Don't think I need to torch, so we'll just crack a second one. Okay, play my bystander and pass the turn. What do you got, opponent? Nothing. All right, maybe they're just playing full control. Who knows? Face down card. Okay, maybe another Granite Witness, but that's fine. Okay, so would I like to torch now? If this is Granite Witness, they tap down this, I attack all, and they will still die. So yeah, let's just kill the face down card. Oh, I should have played my land here in case they have Deduce. I've been not doing that throughout this entire draft, I feel. Not playing around Deduce, or... I can't play around No More Lies, but, you know. Yeah, there's Granite Witness. Okay. Okay. And, should be lethal. Let's draw another card. I don't think they can kill us in the crackback. All right, yeah. So that was quite the game. I apologize for the silly mistake with the 10th district detective thing, but yeah, I mean, we got there. It took quite the sequence of cards, but we got there. All right, final boss here. Again, another gold player. So let's see what busted deck they have. No 2, but good 3, good removal spell. And yeah, we'll keep this one. All right, they mulligan. We need all the help we can get against the gold player with the busted deck. Yeah, I'm not even joking. Like that is actually like a thing. Sometimes you do get paired against lower ranks because it takes a long time to pair, and once it takes a long time, like if you're waiting in the queue for 2 minutes, they do tend to deprioritize pairing you with somebody who is the same rank as you. But yeah, let's see. Ooh, a 2. So lucky. So good. All right, they're also on red-white. All right, I will not make the same mistake this time. I can promise you. I can promise you I will kill this thing at the appropriate time. You only need to make a mistake once. All right, there it is. There's the good stuff. So now it's like, do I kill this or do I kill? I mean, I think I killed the Lamplight Phoenix so that they don't just bring this back. Collect evidence 4 is not that easy. Okay, so yeah, we torch this thing and we don't get to get in. That's unfortunate, but whatever. I could also just play the Night Watch, then kill this next turn. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. So we'll just yoink. We could also just ignore this. Like, say they attack with this, and they play a 4-drop. I can kill that. Maybe attack past them, but we'll see. Yep, go with the Phoenix. And an Inside Source. Okay. Yeah, they are... Okay, so now what we could do is kill the hero and attack with these 3. And they trade here. They take 6. I think it's probably more important that I kill this hero than I kill this Phoenix. So let's go like this. Yep, just like that. And we get in. I imagine they block, but maybe not. Maybe they have plans here. They've got like an on the job in their hand. Oh, wow, no blocks. Okay, so yeah, it looks like they do have some plans. All right, let's see. We would like to draw a spell. Okay, consult another own. It's not so bad. Oh, they say no attacks. Okay, that's good for me, I assume. Ooh, we draw an offender at large too. That's also good. Oh, okay. So now what do we do? Not perfect attacks by any means here. We can play the offender and put it on the Night Watch. Yeah, that's pretty good. Attack. Yeah, I don't think it's attacking then with anything more than that. Yep, good exchange for us. We've seen 2 very good cards. Do we have a third one coming? All right, land. All right, nothing. Ooh. Yeah, chase is on. Okay, so we can play his face down. Can't do both. So how do we approach this? I guess it's probably just an attack all and not really think about it too much, honestly. I could pump the 2/2, but then I can't put the Savior. So yeah, let's just send. Huh, do I just let this happen? If I go for a trick and they have a removal spell, it's pretty bad. I think I do want to keep around my 3/3, though. So I'm going to go for it. All right, yeah. I figured they didn't really have anything, because I think they would have been more likely to like be aggressive if they had something in hand. I think they probably just don't have anything that relevant. And should I play around a field wipe? I think we're ahead enough that we probably can. Like, what would punish me? Another Inside Source? Yeah, you know, let's just play this. It's not that likely the red-white player has a field wipe in their deck anyways, so. Okay. All right. I think that means we have this then. Lifelink to you. Get in. All right, we got there. So we did get to 7 wins. It was a hard-fought 7 wins with a mistake or 2 along the way, but we did get there. All right, yeah, and just one final look at this deck once again. Obviously, it was pretty good. Red-white was open. Hopefully I showed you how good the chase is on was. Like, just every single time we drew this, it was so good for us. Aurelia, obviously good for us too, and the double helix. We didn't actually draw our dog walker very much. It's kind of funny. Anyways, yeah, just happy to show off what I believe is the best deck in the format, red-white. As the weeks go on, days go on, I'll try to draft something that's not red-white, but I think it's good to just show, proof of concept of what I think you should be aiming for. Anyways, hope this is helpful. Hope you had a good time, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.